Surya, a youthful and curious wanderer, lived once upon a time in a remote world. Surya had heard stories of a wise sage who lived on a majestic mountain. The sage was revered for his great insight and ability to help others on their path to happiness. Surya, intrigued by the stories, set off on a mission to meet the sage and seek his advice. After a long and arduous journey, Surya finally reached the mountain and climbed its steep slopes. Gasping for breath, Surya stood before the sage, who sat peacefully on a large rock overlooking the valley. The sage, with eyes filled with compassion, sensed Surya's inner turmoil and spoke gently. "Welcome, young traveler. What brings you here?" Surya bowed respectfully and said, "O wise sage, I seek your guidance. I wish to find happiness and live a fulfilled life." The sage smiled knowingly and replied, "Ah, the pursuit of happiness. Many wanderers come seeking the same, but I shall share with you a profound truth, young Surya. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path." Perplexed, Surya looked at the sage with curiosity. "But how can happiness be the path, revered sage? I have always believed that happiness lies in achieving goals or acquiring possessions." The sage chuckled softly and began to weave a tale, bringing his words to life. Long ago, in a bustling city, there lived a wealthy merchant named Ravi. Ravi had amassed great wealth and possessed every material comfort one could desire. But despite his riches, Ravi was plagued by discontentment and unhappiness. He believed that accumulating more wealth would bring him joy. One day, Ravi heard of a legendary treasure hidden deep within a distant forest. Determined to find it and achieve ultimate happiness, he embarked on a perilous journey. Along the way, he encountered numerous obstacles and faced many hardships. But despite his struggles, Ravi pressed on, convinced that the treasure would bring him the happiness he craved. Finally, after days of searching, Ravi discovered the hidden treasure. He opened the chest with trembling hands, only to find it empty. Disheartened and on the verge of despair, Ravi collapsed to the ground. It was then that he realized the true nature of happiness. Surya listened intently, captivated by the story. "What did Ravi discover, wise sage?" The sage smiled and said, "Ravi discovered that happiness is not found in external possessions or achievements. It cannot be acquired or pursued. Instead, true happiness lies within us, in our ability to appreciate the present moment and find contentment in the journey itself." Surya's eyes widened with understanding. So, the path to happiness is not a destination but a state of being. The sage nodded approvingly. "Indeed, young Surya, the pursuit of happiness is futile, for it is already within you. Embrace each moment, live with mindfulness, and find joy in the simplest of things. That is the path to true happiness." As the story concluded, Surya felt a profound shift within. The sage's words resonated deeply, and Surya realized that happiness was not an elusive goal but a way of life.